Boy, I just woke up like half an hour ago. Oh, uh, so I just woke up like a half hour ago. And you know what, bro? I'm prepping for the future, man. That's all I'm doing, man. I'm prepping for the future. And I'm just done with it, man. I'm done with this lifestyle. I'm just preparing for the future. That's all I'm doing, man. I don't even care about it right now, man. I really don't. You know. Oh, man. Whew. You know, that's what I'm doing. What I'm doing right now, man, is just prepping for the future, making sure that I don't care about right now. Just forget about right now. Because I can see, man, if I don't get my breath straight, I'm going to be old and alone. You know, as we get older, man, it becomes more about our wallets. You guys got to understand that. When we're young, we could find love easily with females, with young females, okay? And as we get older, we still like them youngins, man. And my thing is, man, is to get a lot of money in the future and have a consistent sex life, you know, with a girlfriend or something like that, man, where I'm not struggling to get coochie in my life. You feel what I'm saying? You know, a lot of guys end up getting old and alone because of their money, man. You know, their money situation ain't on point. If you see, as long as you got money, women will always be around, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You should always have money as a man, bro. Never broke. Because men in society is considered builders, man. You know, and men who don't become builders, they end up old and alone. You know, that's what happens. I see dudes out here all the time walking their dogs by themselves. And I know about them, you know. And I know that they're alone, you know. Yeah, we ain't having no. We are not having any energy drinks today. We taking a break from that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want to be rich, start prepping right now for the future. Like, you know, you're going to school because you're trying to make money in the future. Real good money. You feel what I'm saying? You're chasing the Hollywood dream because in the future you want to be rich. You want to be successful. Feel what I'm saying? So my thing is get right now off your brain. Like, stop living for right now and start living for the future. You feel what I'm saying? Then you'll be better off. That's why people stay poor, man. They're always living for right now. Nah, get your mind off of right now and start prepping for the future, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like I said, when you got a goal, when you're going after the dream, when you're going after anything, like even playing the jackpot, eventually you're gonna win in the future if you keep playing. You know, that's how I look at it. I know that I'm gonna win again in the future, just like I won before, and I'm gonna keep on playing until I win again, man. I ain't gonna stop. So you have to prep. There's this one guy, he's an incel. Dude is like 5'6", man. You know, women do not give him the time of day at all. Over here at Starbucks. See, I got a few women pass me up. You know, they'll smile at me and stuff like that. But with him, he gets no smiles. Women don't interact with him. But he's over there doing his schoolwork, man. He's studying computer science and shit, man. That means he's prepping for the future. Anytime you're going to school, any type of schooling, you're prepping. You're prepping for the future, so you won't be broke your whole entire life. Because a lot of us, we wasn't born with a silver spoon in our mouth. A lot of us wasn't born Chads and Tyrones. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to do more than Chads and Tyrones. We got to, you know, we got to have more money. We got to have more clout. We got to have more status. You know, we got to do more. For example, you know, Diddy, he would have never been with Cassie if it wasn't for his billionaire status, okay? I mean, when he hooked up with her, he was a millionaire, and later on he became a billionaire. But Chad and Tyrone can get her, you know, just being a personal trainer, man. You know. Just personal trainer, man. You feel me? You know, Chad got Cassie just by being Chad, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But Diddy had to work hard. He had to prep for the future. He had to he had to make music. He had to dance. You know, he had to get out there and work harder, man. You know, while us men that are average looking or below average looking, we're going to struggle. You know? So we have to prep. and more prep, you know, because life ain't fair for us. Men who are average, below average looking, it's not fair. That's why we have to stay on that money chase, because without money, our lives going to be bad. Our lives is going to be bad, man. You feel what I'm saying? If we don't get money, it's going to be a hell of a life, bro. See, I stopped chasing women, man. Man, I got stuff on my lip. I stopped chasing women because it doesn't benefit me any, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no benefits in chasing women other than just getting laid for only 15, 20 minutes. And, you know, an all-nighter if you're lucky, you know? You might fuck a bitch a whole entire night, but you're still gonna walk away with $0. It ain't productive, you feel what I'm saying? I'm chasing the bag, that's productive. Chasing women is unproductive, bro. You know, chasing women, there's no benefits in that shit, man. That's just a right now fix. You know, a quick nut. You feel what I'm saying? Just a quick nut. You're not building anything with that. Chasing the bag is more important. So that way, in the future, life will be easy, bro. Life is hard on men, man, when we don't have any money. Everything is limited. The females are limited. The cars are limited. It's just like, as a man without money in this society, you won't go very far. You feel what I'm saying? Without money in this society, men won't go very far. That's why guys struggle to get it. That's why most of the men, most of the millionaires here in the Bay Area are men. You feel what I'm saying? Because men know that, hey, if I don't go out there and get the bag, life is going to be shit. Life is going to suck. So dudes go out there and they chase it, man. My thing is, get your mind off of right now. Start prepping for the future. Like I said, get your mind off of right now. Every single day is another step toward the future. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to look at it that way. Every single day is a step toward the future. It ain't like, you know, some dudes, but let me tell you something real quick. Some dudes, they waste their whole entire lives just chasing women or not doing anything or not building anything. That was my father. That was his problem, bro. He was always living for right now. What can he get right now? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't living for the future. He was living for right now. And the motherfuckers that live for the future, bro, these are the multi-millionaires. These are the motherfuckers gonna be rich. You know what I'm saying? I stopped living for right now. Living for the future. Hey, I might not get them right now, but I'll get them down the stretch. That's how I look at it. Now, don't worry about right now. Concentrate and focus on the future. You know, I want to be living a good life with females in the future. A life where I'm not struggling for the woman that I like. You know, a life where I'm not struggling for females that I'm highly attracted to. A life where I'm not struggling to get pussy, period. So I said, okay, get your mind off right now. Start prepping for the future. Start thinking about the future, and that's it. And one day, Killcat, you're gonna come out of the situation, and you're gonna look back and be like, God damn, I was in that situation for hella long. How long was I in that situation for? 8 years? Shit. I don't never want to go back to that. Let me invest my money in something. You feel me? I ain't gonna just blow my money like that. We talking about investments galore. I'm gonna invest half of my money, my future winnings. I'm gonna invest half of that shit. I don't never want to go back to this situation ever again, where I'm like struggling to get the coochie. And the thing is, I'm not a bad looking dude, man. And I still struggle because, number one, my age, too. You know, that's causing me to struggle. Because I believe if I was younger, I wouldn't struggle with young females as much. You know, when you're younger, you got a whole, like, pool of women. Like, you got a full pool of women. You got, like, women you can mess around with your age. And you can mess around with the MILFs. And you can mess around with the cougars, women who are 40, you know. Wait. You can mess around with you know what I'm saying? You got a whole pool of women when you're young, but as you get older, it's just like you know, your age, it cuts off the younger females, and the only thing that's available to you are women around your age, right? So you can't mess with young females no more. Well, I mean, there's a few that like you. Don't get me wrong, but the pool. My thing is, as you get older, the pool of women shrink. I'm 45, so the pool, the women, it's not as plentiful like it was. The head count, the traffic coming towards you, it's not as plentiful as it once was. So we use resources after a while, man, to get those type of women. I mean, to get more women in our life as we get older as men, because the looks start to fade, man. You feel what I'm saying? Looks fade, and when I say looks fade, the wallet stays. You feel what I'm saying? Like, look at Mayweather, because he was so, like, smart throughout his youth. He stuck to boxing. You know, and throughout his youth, and now he's around my age. I believe he's a little bit older than me. He's like 47, 48. He can still date young, hot, attractive women because his mind was on his money in the future. You know what I'm saying? He was always prepping for fights. He was always playing smart in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He never was defeated. He was always focused on the bag, even though he filed for bankruptcy. But he'll come out of that. A few fights, you know, he'll come out of that. Once he fight Pacquiao and fight somebody else, and I believe he's gonna fight Pacquiao for the second time, you know what I'm saying? And he'll come out of that quick because, you know, he's still able to make money. He's still able to box and shit. He only 48, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like he's an old man yet, so he can still do that shit, man. But other than that, because he was always prepping for the future, his life is turning out good with females. When you got that bag, man, oh, man, that bag is something else. We talking about women galore. Your life is just gonna be beautiful with women with the brat. I can't even talk right now. Your life is gonna be beautiful with women with the bag, bro. Brother, I'm telling you, man. You get those women coming after you, You can't beat them off with a stick, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's a dream for a man, is to have a lot of women. You know, the average guy's dream is like, you know, to live like Chad and Tyrone. We all want to live like Chad and Tyrone. You feel what I'm saying? But we don't got the genetics to live like them. So we get money to live like a Chad or a Tyrone. To be dating multiple beautiful women at the same time. That's the life of a fucking Chad or a Tyrone. Is that they get women that we cannot get with our looks. I'm talking about top of the food chain guys. You know, we get a lot of money because we want to live their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So some dudes, they figure it early. They're like, God damn, I can't get a whole lot of women like them Chads and Tyrones. So they start chasing the money. They start chasing the bag, because I want to live like that guy. I want to live like Chad. I want to live like Tyrone. So they go after the money. That's the only way you can live like these guys, though. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only way you can live like these guys. Anyway, man, I just made it to my spot. I just wanted to make that quick video, man, or quick live or whatever. The struggle is real right now. And the only thing that can save a lot of men, I'm going to keep saying this over and over again, is that bag. That's it. Once you get the bag, you'll live like Chad and Tyrone. That's why us men, we hustle every single day, year after year, for that bag.
Wait.
You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna end this live. You guys have a good day. Wait a minute, hold on a second. 1 second. Okay, yeah. We could do a little bit more, because I gotta take a pee before I do my thing, you feel me? I'm gonna walk over to these bushes. That's one thing about men. We could take a pee anywhere. Women, they gotta squat. They gotta go behind bushes and shit. But like I said, man, a lot of guys think that way. Like, you gotta understand, this is how most men think, bro. Like, for example, sometimes people see me playing the lottery all the time. They see me with a bunch of lotto tickets and stuff, so they start trying to get me stuff, right? They start trying to pay for my coffee, or they try to give me free stuff whenever they can, because they see I'm hustling with the lottery. They see me playing my numbers and shit. And they give me free stuff at stores and stuff. I'm like, I wonder why these guys are always giving me free stuff. They prepping for the future. They're like, in the future, if this motherfucker win, he gonna break me off something real popularized, because I've been giving him free stuff from the store, or from giving the free stuff from the lottery. From Starbucks, giving them free stuff from Starbucks. You know, like, this guy, he might go someplace, man. Let me plant some seeds right here. That's how men think, bro. We think about planting seeds. Sorry, my tooth is fucked up. I don't know what's going on, but my bottom two teeth are fucked up. It's keeping me from talking. A lot of guys, we think about the future, man. Women think about right now. What can they get right now? What can they get? You know, we think about the future. So we plant seeds and stuff in the ground, so that way later on in life we can enjoy them. You feel what I'm saying? It's you know, that's the way we think. That's the way we're supposed to think, is think for the future. That's it. Because eventually the future gonna come, man. You know, you want to be prepped. You want to be ready, man. You want to live a good life later. You know, I plant seeds in the ground so I can live a better life later in life. Not right now. Hold on one second. I gotta take a pee, man. Shit. I'm gonna cut this thing off for a minute. So you asking me why start prepping for the future, and why I'm not concerned about right now. Because I have learned things in the past that I have, like I have regrets. I things happened to me in the past that let me know, like, God damn, man, you gotta be patient, more patient, man. And then you gotta plan for the future, bro. Like, some things happened to me. Like, I was doing music a while back in my 20s, and I would be living the life right now if I didn't quit. I'm pretty sure I would have made a hit, at least 10 hits. I would have made 10 hits, and I've been living the fucking life of a celebrity, right now. I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I'll be enjoying my life in LA, in the Hollywood Hills, but instead, I decided to quit. And when you quit stuff, man, it fucks up the future, bro. When you lose focus and you start doing other things, getting sidetracked, it fucks up the future. Like, people go to school for a reason, okay? It's not for no reason. Motherfuckers go to school, 4-year, 5-year college. They graduate because they want that degree so they can have a bright future. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody wants to live and struggle for the rest of their lives. Nobody wants a life sentence, okay? I talk about life sentences all the time on the channel. I say, as long as you're chasing that bag, you got a future, okay? If you're not chasing the bag and you're not doing nothing with your life, you're not focusing on making more money in the future, you're not focusing on getting the bag in the future, then you have a very dark future. Not a bright one, a dark one. And you're gonna suffer for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get past that hard mode part. I talk to the incel guy inside of Starbucks. I talk to him all the time. And yesterday he came up to me, he was like, man, I'm studying. I only got I'm off of like 4 hours sleep. I say, you prepping for the future, man. That's all it is. Right now, life is on hard mode. That's what I told him. I say, in the future, it's gonna be on easy mode, boy. You know what I'm saying? The women might not be digging you right now, but once you get that swollen paycheck, they're gonna be digging you then. You feel what I'm saying? So he's prepping, he's going to school and shit, and I'm playing my numbers, and eventually, Hellcat gonna win again. I promise. Eventually, So I say we are prepping for the future. We don't care about right now, bro. That's why people go to school. That's why people chase jackpots, okay? Because sometime in the future, you're gonna hit again. You're gonna win again. Oh yeah, if you keep playing, you're gonna win again. No doubt. So I'm not worried about winning right now. I'm worried about winning in the future. Eventually, luck gonna turn around again. Eventually, you're gonna get that school certificate in your hand, the diploma or the degree or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna get all that shit into your possession. And then once you get that into your possession, life gonna be easy with women. You guys have a good day. I gotta go, man. I got to my spot. I'll be back on later. I'm out.